Your past is a gift. So in this video, I wanted to talk to all of you kids out there and teenagers or even adults that grew up with the parents and the adults around you telling you that you were a mistake or you were an accident or you were unplanned in some way, okay? Because I think for the soul, that's such a crushing thing to hear, you know, that you weren't wanted, that you weren't something that, you know, they really wanted to have in their life. So what I want to tell you today is that you are meant to be here, even if your parents didn't plan to have you, okay? Or you were an accident, or you were a mistake, or whatever it is that they've been telling you, okay? It doesn't take away from the fact that you're here now. And so even though they may not have wanted you, I'm just going with the worst case scenario here, that they may not have wanted you, and they've made this very clear, okay, throughout all your childhood years and all the times, you know, they've told you these things. But you are meant to be here because maybe, you know, you're not going to make any difference in the lives of these adults that brought you into the world, that keep telling you you're an accident, you know, but your life means something. It will mean something to someone else. Your life can make a huge difference, and that's why you're here. You know, going through my life, I think of so many people that have been in it for the briefest time. You know, like when I was overseas and I had a piano teacher, and I only had her for about 4 or 5 years, I think we were together. And she was in her 60s, you know, and I was in my late teens at the time when I met her. But the impact that she had on my life was incredible, you know, and she didn't have kids of her own, and she ended up having to take care of an old aunt. Anyway, beside the point. But the truth is that even if the adults around you or the parents that brought you into this world, you know, they keep telling you that you weren't wanted or that you were unplanned, or whatever the words are that they're using, all of those words, you know, that make us feel bad because it's like, well, you know, I'm not wanted from the very beginning, you know. Or if you're adopted, okay, because people that are adopted, they seem to go through life feeling unwanted because they were given up at birth or, you know, shortly after, whenever it is that they were given up. And it's very hard to get over that hurdle of, I was given away, okay? I guess in the mind of the adopted person, I wasn't wanted from the beginning, and that's hard to get over that. But at the same time, you have a whole life, and you are here for a reason. Your life has meaning, and that meaning is what you can give to another person. That reason is what you can give of yourself to another person, to make another person feel wanted, another person feel needed, heard, seen, all of these things, because that's all we're here for. You know, we're bombarded with, we need to have this, we need to have that, we need to have the car, the phone, the computer, the house, all these material things. We have all these distractions outside of us. But the truth is, we are here to connect to others, to make a difference in someone else's life. And when you can step away from that feeling of, I was unwanted from the beginning, step away from it. Because you are here. You are here. You're meant to be here. You are. So I want you to think about that. Because my mum, she lost both of her parents when she was 5. And she was adopted. She was adopted out to an aunt. That was horrible to her. But she gave life to me. And she gave life to my sister. And we had a magical childhood. You know, she protected, maybe she overprotected us because of what she's been through. But, you know, I mean, my mum was always telling me that I could do whatever I wanted to do. I could be whatever I wanted to be. She believed in me so strongly. And I grew up with that I can do anything in this life that I want to. Because of her. She gave that to me. She gave me that belief that I can do anything. And I put it to you today. You know, if she had decided to commit suicide and not continue with her life because she lost her mum and then she was unwanted for so many years before she met my dad, I wouldn't be here making these videos. You know? I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't exist at all. And she gave all her love to my dad, and my dad had never received love before he met my mum. He didn't know what that was. And sometimes you just affect one person, just one. You can make a huge difference in that person's life just by being here. So never think to yourself, as much as they tell you what they tell you, or as much as you were adopted and you were given away and you feel that you weren't wanted, you are meant to be here. You are meant to be here. And every day you affect other people, you affect their lives with your words, with your actions. Start to think about that from now on. Start to think about that. Because there are people out there that will be affected in a positive way by who you are. You have so much love to give, so much. Just because it wasn't given to you from the beginning, it doesn't mean that you can't give it to someone else. It's inside of you and it's waiting for you to give it. To give it. That's what your heart's for. That's why so many people have heart problems. They're too scared to love. And it doesn't have to be a life partner. It doesn't have to be a soul partner that you give your love to. Like I said, with my piano teacher, I adored her and I adored her wisdom and all the experiences that she shared with me and all the things that I learnt from her because of what she'd been through in her life. And she spoke to me as a friend. You know, even though there was like 40 years difference between us, but she never spoke to me like I was a student. She always spoke to me like an old friend. You know, you can make a difference in another person's life. You just have to make that choice. You just have to make it. Because that's what we're here for, I promise. All right, my darling, so lots of kisses to you today and hugs. For those of you out there that feel that you are unwanted, you are meant to be here. And you will be something very important in another person's life. If you're not right now, you will be. You will have your own children and you'll give them all your love and make their childhood a magical one, you know? It's in you. It's in you to do all of that. Or just another person, any other person that you see that's lonely, that doesn't have anyone, that feels unwanted. You can make them feel wanted. You know, every time I used to walk my dogs in the neighborhood and I'd see old people in the front yard doing gardening, I'd always stop to talk to them. You know, because I always think to myself, I wonder if they have family, I wonder if they have anyone else, or are they just here all by themselves? You know, that's just one little thing that you can do. Talk to a neighbor that you know is lonely, that's by themselves. Just one example of a million, a million things that you can do to give of yourself today. It doesn't have to be a life partner. All right, my darlings. But take away from today, you are meant to be here. I promise you that. Regardless of your beginnings, you are meant to be here. All right, my darlings, remember to click like and subscribe below and to share, because sharing is caring. All right, guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.